Alright, vinyl community. So, since I deleted a couple of my old videos, I thought I'm gonna do a room tour again, an updated room tour. You can find the old videos, so let's do another one. Let's start here right outside of the room. Here are a couple of my non-metal CDs. This is all hard rock, punk rock, jazz, 70s rock, stuff like that. So you've got Mahavishnu Orchestra, for example, or all of the old Nightingale stuff, Dan Swan's Project, got Queen, stuff like that. So there's plenty of more room. I've got a lot of non-metal records, but they are in the living room. Maybe I'm gonna show them another time. Just outside of the room, here's my additional vinyl rack with some more records that didn't fit in the room. This is all metal records. Let's start over here. Cirith Ungol, tape box set, Iron Maiden, not Power Slave, Somewhere in Time puzzle, all the boxes they released, and the records start with S outside here. So I've got Sacrilege, that goes around here, and here, and here, and here. Up, down at the bottom, I've got the letter C. So these are the last in the metal collection. So what do you think? Let's go inside. A nice Cirith Ungol poster. Don't disturb, I'm living at the moment. There you go. So some of you might have seen that before. It changed a little bit. Okay, here's the old Iron Maiden flag. My signed Bruce Dickinson poster. Mirror, Aces High. I recently got a couple of spare album covers from High Roller Records, so thank you Stefan. I put them on here and over there. That is actually where I'm sitting when doing videos. This is my stereo. Up here we've got a couple of other album covers, and these are my vinyl racks. So start with the letter A, or we start with the numbers here. 220 volt is the first one, and we go that way. So I sorted them like the Jewish do their reading from right to left. Bit unusual maybe, but that's how I do it. Okay, like I said, a couple of posters. I'm a smoker, so you can right here you can see the outskirts of my record shelves that I got rid of because I sold a couple of records, like you know. Over here we've got some tapes. Most of my tapes are in the living room as well. The old Darth Vader still in the room. Over here, let me turn it down a little bit. All right. Here's one of my guitars, Harley Benton with active pickups. a little practice amp down here. You know that this is my stereo. Got another guitar over here, another Harley Benton with active pickups. This one is actually pretty cheap. It's about 200 euros and it's actually pretty good. Speakers, these are Audiophysic from Germany. Here's my inbox and singles collection by Venom. Couple of 10-inch records, box sets, couple of more box sets, records. Here's some cleaning stuff for my records. Sorry for the glare, it's really sunny outside, thank God. Here's an older magazine, Metal Maniacs from Poland. Old school. Look at the bands in here. We've got Voivod, Niflheim, Demolition Hammer. Great little magazine. Very in-depth. Just great to read. It's in English, by the way. I don't understand a word of Polish. Some more records. Down to the bottom. Couple of more. So there you go. You've seen that, and this is where I sit. You see that hole in there? That's why I'm sitting there almost the whole day. So smoker, yes. My laptop that fucks up always when I do live streams. Okay, here's my stereo. This is a project, the Classic. That one is about 1,000 euros, and I upgraded my stylus to 2M bronze. The tape deck is a Denon DRS 640. CD player, an older Yamaha CDS 300, and my amp, a Yamaha A1 from 1978. This thing rules. I'm sure you can't hear that on the video. So a couple of things that I played lately. Exciter's first two albums, the tape reissues on Shadow Kingdom, quite nice. Couple of CDs. I played that Benediction compilation because Steve over at S&T Young, he played a little bit of Killing Music and I wanted to check that out. This is a 6 CD compilation of their first couple of albums. That was quite cheap. I really liked that. Played some Ectoplasma, Wide-Eyed Trance. One of the few newer death metal bands that I really like. Hobbs Angel of Death, a second album, Inheritance. Nobody talks about that. And it's not as good as the first one, so there you go. Rest in peace, Peter Hobbs. This one was out on DEF Def Records. Dutch thrash metalers Misto Disto. They later released 2 albums under the name Mandata. The rules have been disturbed. This one comes with a couple of bonus tracks. I'd like to get that one on vinyl as an original, but maybe sometimes. One day I will have it. Some Doom Spirit Caravan with the Dream Wheel EP. This is a project of Rhino from The Obsessed and St. Vitus. Great stuff. What's playing in the background is Deflesch's Under the Blade LP. Yeah, well, this is the CD. I've got the LP over there. A very, very underrated record. Nobody talks about that. Great drumming. This is the original that came out on Invasion Records. Farewell to the Flesh, the opening track. It's the rhythm guitars, the fast drumming. This is so cool, and it's the only one I really like by the band. So do check out Defleshed and Under the Blade. Just check that out. It's too heavy for thrash metal, too fast, and it's too wimpy for for a real death metal. Yeah, this is my brand, so to say. Actually, I've got that one tattooed over here. I designed that in the early 90s. We used it for our Soul Demise stuff of my first real band. So there you go. And I played a couple of records. So this is the Diatribes double 10-inch. I bought it when it came out like that. It never came out on a 12-inch. This is the original double 10-inch. I quite like that album now. I didn't like it when it came out back then. And the accompanying Greed Killing also on 10-inch. I played the Ugly album by Wargasm. Cross off between power metal and thrash metal. This is Wargasm's second album. The first one is quite well known. This one, nobody ever talks about it. Living Death, World Neurosis. This is Living Death's last album with their singer Toto. They released one album after that, but I haven't got that one, and it's a rarity. I played Serpent Saints by Entombed. Entombed's last studio album. I've been on tour with them on that tour. Yeah, it's an average album. Some very cool songs, but not as good as some of their other records. Epic stuff. Twilight of the Gods by Bathory. I played that one because at the moment it's my favorite, by Bathory, of course. And I pulled out the Onslaught Killing Peace album, also because Steven over at S&T Young showed that. So, there you go. Room tour. Before I forget, last week I didn't do a What's Spinning in the Car video because we had a holiday and I was not driving anywhere. So, if you are interested in seeing my living room collection, just write it down in the comments and I'm going to clean up the living room before filming. There you go. The clock still shows 2 minutes to midnight, although it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So, see you maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow. Let's see when I come home. And see you in the next video. Bye!